Hi guys, it's me again with another Gunpla review, and today I will talk about the most anticipated real great kit of 2019, the real great Nu Gundam from Mobile Suit Gundam Charge Counter Attack. And as usual, before reviewing the kit, I would like to inform you that the original price of this kit is 4,536 yens including the tax. Well, actually, I have started working on this kit since last week, but because of Obon holiday in Japan, I became occupied with other things and got delayed on finishing the kit. By the way, another reason which made me so late making this review is because I spent too much time playing with the kit. Probably, this is the first time I had so much fun playing with a real great kit. I will show you why later. So in this video, I will review the completed kit with the panel lines and decal stickers applied on it. Then the articulations, gimmicks and options you have to play with it. And finally, I will show you how to use effect parts for the fin funnels of the Gundam. So here's the completed Nu Gundam with panel lines and decal stickers applied on the kit. I think I don't need to say much because it's just simply amazing. It's so detailed and totally eye candy. Everything looks right, the panel lines, the markings, everything. There are at least 2 tones of white for this kit, and you can see slightly grayish white on the head, shoulders, front skirts, inner arms and some parts of the leg. Similar with real grade Sazabi, this kit is not simply a scaled down master grade Nu Gundam for Ka, because there are quite many things which differentiate this kit with its master grade counterparts. In terms of proportion, I personally prefer this real grade version compared to master grade Nu for Ka. Well, the head is probably a little bit bigger, but I like it better than the master grade version which has, longer face. And the most important thing is, there are no psycho frame gimmicks on this kit like master grade for Ka. Some people may love it and some probably hate it, but if you knew the story, the psycho frame for Nu Gundam exists around the cockpit only. So this real grade version is actually the one which is more anime accurate compared to its master grade counterpart. The construction of this real grade kit is a little bit similar with real grade Sazabi. One thing I found very interesting about this kit, however, is the role of advanced MS joint, which is not used for the main body of the mobile suit, but rather for the fin funnels. The torso and limbs of Nu Gundam, on the other hand, use inner frames quite similar with master grade kit. So it kind of feels like building a master grade kit in 1 and 1/44 scale. While building this kit, you should pay attention to the shoulder, torso joints and waist leg joints because they are quite difficult to connect. If you put too much pressure on the joints, it may end up with nasty stretch marks on them. Also be careful with the V insignia at the crotch because it is really small and difficult to put on the place. Other than that, the assembly process of this kit is really enjoyable. Probably it is one of the best experience I've ever had in gunpla building. One thing which made many people skeptical when real grade Nu Gundam was announced is the fin funnels. I guess everybody know how fragile the fin funnels connection on master grade Nu Gundam for Ka. However, such thing is not gonna happen again this time. While the connection itself looks a little bit similar, the difference in size and mass makes the fin funnels on real grade Nu Gundam much more stable than its master grade counterpart. It is so stable, they didn't even fall apart when I shook the kit. In order to make the posing easier and more enjoyable, this kit introduced a new action-based connection. Instead of connected to the crotch as normal real grade kits as usually do, the action-based adapter is now connected to the backpack, and it could be attached to back connector of action base. Since Nu Gundam has large funnels on its back, this new way of connection proven very useful to avoid them fall apart from the shocks while connecting the kit to the action base. Anyway, the thing that makes real grade Nu Gundam stands out from another real grade kit is the articulation. If you have built real grade Sazabi before, you may notice that the kit had outstanding articulation despite its giant body. However, The joints and articulation gimmicks of Sazabi were pretty tight and a little bit difficult to pull out. While still inheriting the amazing articulation of Sazabi, Real Great Nu Gundam on the other hand has much smoother and solid joints. It is really easy to move the head, arms, body and legs without any worry you will break the plastics. The wrist of Nu Gundam also had extension gimmicks like Sazabi, but now it is much easier to pull out. The legs in particular have sliding armor gimmicks where the armors easily move while the leg bends. You can even lift the legs even further by modifying some joints on the waist section, which is, in my opinion, is the most complicated gimmick of this kit. In order to do this, you need to apply a kind of locking-unlocking mechanism on some parts of the waist. Moving to the main body, the torso of this Nu Gundam incorporates an amazing articulation system, which allows you to bend it forward, backward, left or even right so much easier than you can imagine. And the most important thing is, everything is so solid and nothing breaks or falls apart when you move any body parts of this kit. Another incredible thing this kit inherits from the real great Sazabi is open hatch gimmicks. Some body parts like shoulders, cockpit, chest, front skirts and cuffs could be opened in certain degrees. Again, all these gimmicks are really simple and easy to pull out. Also, these gimmicks give hints that Bandai may probably release add-on for heavy weapon system for this kit in the near future. All these things make Real Great Nu Gundam really fun to play with. You can make so many cool poses without any worries of falling parts or fin funnels. Seriously, in terms of articulation and stability, there is no doubt that Nu Gundam is currently the king of RG line. Similar with Real Great Sazabi, this kit also comes with 3 sets of hands and 1 right trigger hand. It retains the beam rifle, shield, bazooka, and 2 beam sabers with 3 beam effect parts, and of course, there's also a tiny figurine of Amuro Ray. The bazooka could easily be attached or extended to the backpack with a special pack connector. This kit also comes with backpack parts to make a double fin funnel system, which will be released as SP Bandai next month. Well, this is not covered in the manual, but you could actually make the light version of double fin funnels with a backpack part. And of course, if you have 2 Real Great Nu Gundams, you could make the actual double fin funnels without buying the SP Bandai kit. Anyway, despite all its greatness, there's one downside of this kit, the shield. While the shield itself is beautiful and highly detailed, it has one major flaw. Instead of using pack connector, the shield just simply clips around the arm, which is not very secure since a slight shock could make it fall off. The last thing I would like to talk is the effect parts for fin funnels. Bandai released figurized jet effect on the same day as Real Great Nu Gundam, and they are perfectly compatible. These effect parts come in 2 sets of colors, yellow and blue, and each set could be used for 3 fin funnels. Remember, only 3 fin funnels. So if you want all 6 funnels flying, you should buy at least 2 sets of effect parts. This effect part has 2 kinds of connector, the plus-shaped connectors which could be attached to Nu Gundam fin funnels, and circle-shaped connectors which could be used for, guess what? Yes, for the funnels of Real Great Sazabi. Using these effect parts, you can recreate the battle scenes of these 2 iconic mobile suits from the anime. Believe me, it was so satisfying to fly with these 2 kits together. And finally, the verdict is, I have no doubt that the Real Great Nu Gundam by far is the best Real Great kit ever released by Bandai. Certainly it's not a perfect kit, but in terms of aesthetics, articulations, gimmicks, and stability, this is truly an engineering marvel and one of the best experience I've ever had from Gundam plastic model kit. No matter what, if you are a fan of Nu Gundam or not, I recommend you to have this kit, build it, pose it, and enjoy the feeling of accomplishment. Well, that's all for the review today. If you like the review, click like and subscribe, because I will return with more review for the retail and P Bandai Gunpla kits. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.